Hi guys, welcome to another video on the channel, and today we're going to be showing how to get each item, per se, for the Mind Stone in insanecraft. We're going to start off with the AOA ones and leave, well, actually, quick explanation. For Star Clips and Infernal Bulb from Roots, pretty much you can just use JI for those. Simple enough, do that, make a pirate campfire, put the things in the light flint steel. Boom, made. Those are simple enough. And then we'll do AOA for, or actually, another one real quick. Fire and Ice Dragon Steel. The only way you're going to be able to get Ice and Fire Dragon Steel is using the Ice Dragon Forge, or Fire Dragon Forge, depending which one it is. Which will record the blood of that type of dragon, and also an Iron Ingot. And an actual dragon. To get the actual dragons and grow them is basic Ice and Fire. You just have to find tier 4 or 5 female dragon underground, depending which one it is, has specific biome. Fire Dragon's pretty much anywhere for the most part. Probably go to Twilight Forest to find them easier. And the Ice Dragon is in snowy biomes, of course. They're just more rare and a bitch to kill. But once you get the egg, you hatch it a certain way. You can use a wiki for that, or a video, whichever you choose. Then once it's grown enough, it will pretty much shoot at the forage. If you want to know how to build a forage, just look at a wiki, or video, of course. I'm not going to explain that. Let's see, it's Ice and Fire. Okay, now we can actually do AOA. Farmcraft, I'll go towards the end, due to the fact it can be a bit more tricky. Alright, let's get this started. First things first. For doing regular AOA, you're going to need to find a portal like this, and that has one of these guys. These guys, you give him, like, say, some sort of food. So, say I grab a piece of bread, give it to him, boom, warm book. Usually gives an achievement, I just already did this earlier. And then you open that, you get a Blink Realm Stone, then you do certain tasks to get through it. That's how you usually progress through the mod. And then you would also need certain rune stores, build a portal like that, and all that. In this case, you can technically just use Majestic Field, which has a teleport ability, or just do it as you please. Alright, first one we're going to do is the Shire guys. Shireland, which is Dimension 820 for anyone who wants to TP to it. You can also do /forage space dimensions, and it will give you dimension numbers of each dimension. Where is this guy? Oh, there he is. You basically need to find a structure looking like this, and a Shire Archer, who is this trader guy right here. Now, sometimes it either shows the ink, because you need to get a Ancient Ring. It sometimes shows Ancient Ring in the first, like, 2 trades, but if you need to, you can technically keep trading with him until he shows it, which, as you can see, I traded him a few times, and need this. Get Shirenstone ore and Shire Gems. They're found in the Shirelands underground. You can just mine for them, and then Shirestone ore, you can smelt it. So, let's say I go ahead, let's get some Shire stuff. Shire Ingots. Shire Gems. Boom. He'll have a certain limited amount of coins. You can buy per trade, and then you have to wait for him to either restock or keep buying, and then he'll restock. And then next, after you find that guy, buy the coin, get all that, then you need to go find a structure like this. Pretty much it'll be high in the clouds. This one's broken into because I did that earlier. One you would normally see is something like this. You can always technically see it from the bottom, but it's easier to see it from the top, and Dirty Map is a huge help when it comes to it. Then all you do, you grab your Ancient Ring, and you just right click on this, spawn as many as you want, and for this purpose, I'm just going to use the Sword of Cosmos to at least steal them, but in all reality, you could just use Red Guitar if you have Project B installed, or Jesus Christ, they are loud. Hold on. Sorry about that. Anyway, you can use a Red Guitar if you have Project E installed, or just some weapon if you want to destroy them easily. Unfortunately, didn't get the most luck, but got the God's Great Blade, which is one of the weapons. The other weapon that can possibly drop from this guy is the Ultimatum Staff, which they both have the exact same drop percentage chance, so just pure luck. And that's basically it for the Shirelands, which isn't hard to do. Most of AOA seems to be just going around, killing, finding, fighting, then just repeating. Alright, next. Since Shirelands is done, which is 820, once again, we'll save Ancient Caverns of Meteor for later. For now, we'll head over to Laborion, which is 814. Laborion, you're going to need to find a Dracon altar. And to get the Draco weapon, which you need for it, you need to get a Summon of the Call of the Drake, I believe it's called. Which all you do for that is fish. It's literally just fishing in the first place, which, I mean, you're going to have to do, if you're playing insanecraft with it, you're going to have to, get the ultimate stew anyway, if you really want Findy, unless you use an naughty pet to get it. But you'll need different rare fish. The higher level fishing you get, the more rare fish you'll get, and the more chance of getting stuff you get. Call the Drake, fish it up, then summon it, and then just kill the boss. Simple as that. Once again, that is 814. Next, we're going to go to Lunalist, because it's the one I've seen the most questioned about, because the wiki for AOA doesn't really state how to do it in 1.12. They get the Observing Eye, because it's for more updated versions. Alright. Basically, you're going to need two orbs, Lunar and Moonlit. Lunar orbs are found in the pink planets, Moonlit is found in the blue ones. I don't think I'm going to get lucky and find one right off the bat there. So, basically, all you do is place one and one across each other. Doesn't matter what order, as long as they're just directly across each other somehow. And then boom, you get Observing Eye. And then, well, you guess it. You find a boss structure which looks like this, like gas, I guess, floating. Summon this, and then you kill it. And it has chances. Actually, you got it first try. Wow. You get the Lunar Staff. I didn't actually expect that to get it first try. Damn. Alright, that one's done. That one's done. Next, I guess technically speaking, we can go to Ruined Door, which is 819. 814 was the boss, I think, or was it? It might have been 816, I think, for Lunalist. Hold on. 816 was Lunalist, yeah. 814 is Laborion. So basically, once you get to the Ruined Door, depending on whatever motive you get to it, you're going to be looking for this type of structure. Now, to actually get the Runic Blade, you're going to need a few things. One, you're going to need to get the level 66 before you can even kill these guys, and these guys drop a, I think it's called a power, hold on. Power. Could have sworn it was called a power. I'm probably just blind. Okay, these guys are loud. Okay, hold on. So there's like slash AOE, kills, portal reset, or skill, hunter, 100. Oh, here we go. Skill, add XP, remove XP, check set level. Set level, hunter, 100. There we go. Okay, now I can kill these guys. These guys are annoying. And let's see if we get lucky. Pretty sure it's called power something though. Hey, it's not what I'm looking for, not Rumium. Shut up. Yeah, I'm going to create it real quick. Probably think I meant being creative when I was doing this. Hold on. No, it's not that. This. Ah, here we go. It's called Runic Energy. Sorry, that was my bad. Basically, you're going to need a Runic Energy per thing, and you need to get a... where is it? I think it's called Gemstone. I'm forgetting the name of it. Ah, here we go. You're going to need to get Mega Runestone Fragments to get a Mega Runestone to summon Clunkhead, which his altar is right up here. Now, to get these Mega Runestone Fragments, you need to find 4 Ritual Energy guys, which is like a little mini game in a way. Each one corresponds to something. I'm pretty sure this is Poison, Energy, Fire, and Water. Or something around that. You can use, Energy, Fire, Poison, Water. That looks about right. And to find them, we're just going to go into Spectator for this. See if we can get lucky with one real quick. You'll basically just be underground. Here's one. You're going to look at a structure like this, and you can tell which one it is by the color of their eyes. You're going to need a runic energy in your inventory, and then one of the runes. It will consume the runic energy, but not the rune. And then after the minigame, you have a chance of getting it, or it always gives it, and then you also have a chance of getting a special armor point. After that, you get all four, you combine them, and they turn into that Mega Runestone. And then that's how you get the runic sword. Oh yeah, and the Ancient Runestone thing, Mega Runestone, has about 5 uses on it, so yeah. Next, I guess we should take care of the meteorite staff. This one's annoying, and this, keep in mind, this was 819 for Ruindor. Let's go 812 for Meteor. This is an entire just minigame dungeon. Basically all it is, you're going to need 5 silver coins to buy 1 starting coin from that guy, and then there's a guy over here who actually sells the meteorite staff. The prices seem to vary, I think. Yeah, the price seem to vary sometimes, but 26 dungeon coin tokens for meteorite staff, so you're going to have to do it a few times. Basically, you get the... I didn't mean to do that. Basically, you get the start coin, and then, you go to... There's a starting block. I'm going to ignore a spawn right there. There's a starting block, you click that, you can go through a dungeon. Simple enough. It's just a pain. And now the scythes. Which, let's see. Scythes is from the Ancient Cavern, 801. Oh yeah, and 819 was, or 812 was actually, called the Immortalis. You can find everything you need pretty much through... Oh my god, these guys are loud. Hold on. Just going to turn my volume off. Basically, you're going to need 200 level tribute, which you can set up your keybind to open... I'm not going to question why I look like that. Tribute level, and then you can see when these bars fill, basically by killing these mobs, like say, oh look at this, boom, 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 boom. Each one corresponds to a certain scythe and a certain level. Spiders correspond to Pluton. Erebon is the... or Rock Spider, sorry, is Pluton. Erebon is the Bloodsuckers. Pretty sure, yeah, Celian is these flower ones, and Luxon is these guys, these angel flying ones. Now, the way you do this, Hunter level is for Erebon. To get Hunter level up, there's a guide through the actual thing here. Guides, and then you click down, you find the Hunter and all that. Simple enough, basically kill mobs that have green swords above their head, get XP, and then when you're over level 15, you can use skill crystals all the way up, which... Suggestion for skill crystals, which will help in all your skills, basically, any that are above level 15. Get a Awakened Draconic Staff Power, or Chaotic one, depending on what stage you're at, and set to its max mining range, then go into an AoA dimension, doesn't matter which, and just mine straight ahead, and then just collect all the skill crystals it drops. It is extremely easy, and makes your life 10 times easier. But anyway, for Pluton one, is actually mining, so that would help with that as well. If I'm not mistaken, these two I always confuse, but Runation and Infusion are the ones that you're also going to need to level up. Pretty sure this one might be Infusion. Shit. Forgot I was in creative. Didn't mean to do that. Basically, each time you kill the boss, you have a chance of getting the scythe. I'm going to go in creative, or survival real quick. Normally speaking, say, okay, yeah, 70 infusion. 70 of each one will allow you then get the tribute and do that. So 70 infusion for Celian, and Luxon must be the Runation. To get infusion up, you're going to need a ancient bowl, I think it's called, or... Yeah, here we go. You're going to need a stone bowl and then a diamond bowl once you're above a certain level, and siphon pixies, which are just like particles that just move around on the ground stuff. There's different types, would use the wiki, even though the levels are a bit off, but still nice to have. And then Runation is a bit more annoying, but you're going to need to find Runium in the overworld first, and then eventually you can also use Charged Runium, which is from the Deeplands, I believe it is. Could be wrong, hold on. I think it's called Deeplands. Am I not? Dallas. Box ponds. Yeah, deep lands. Which is simple enough to get to. And there's also loot crates that you can also just get some good goodies out of. Sorry, Jesus Christ, my throat. Basically, after you get tribute and all that, you level up, and then you're also going to want to find a shrine in the overworld. You'll see it's like a platform with like 4 stones on it or something like that. It's not hard to miss. Basically, you can, after getting to a certain level, and you say you're done with that, which will make the wind runes from there, you can take that shrine block and bring it to different dimensions and AoE dimensions, depending on what has what. Like Nether will have the fire one, and each one gives a higher progression of how much XP you get for that skill. Alright, that's basically all for the scythes. Now the annoying one. The Crimson Blade and the Primal Crusher. Which don't have a specific dimension. It's all based on Farmcraft, which is based on progression system. So it's kind of annoying to do. You're also going to need a fusion sub and all that, but basically just showing how you get that research. Or trying to, at least. There's 2 tabs you need to unlock. Eldritch and the Crimson Colt. For some of them you're going to need, or at least you're going to need to scan not only crystal clusters from Farmcraft, all the 6 that just spawn underground and all that, but also you're going to need to scan a portal and a Crimson Gold, I believe. So let's say /summon Farmcraft Colded Cleric Portal Lesser. The greater one is not subject to spawn. Basically, you're going to need a Meter. I learned something new. Then I learned something new from that guy. You see, you get the Crimson Colt, and then you need a Crimson Rights book, which you get a chance of when you kill these guys. Each time you kill them, they have a chance of dropping it. If you have one in your inventory already, it'll lessen the chances of getting it. Of course, my luck currently sucks. Let's say, for example, oh yeah, I did it. I got a Crimson Rights book. Then first I was just scanning it. So, just going to do that. Should have scanned it in theory. Do this, do that, you get the Crimson Rights unlocked. And then after that, you would also need Armancy unlocked. Examine something nature to the void. Well, I mean, that can either be Void Seeds or Rift. So, let's say, I don't know. Okay, this is really annoying. Just something that has a crap ton of, knowledge in it. Let's say, boom, I throw that in. That actually has nothing. Okay, that's awkward. Oh, here we go. Body stone. Basically, you would overfill a cauldron or something, and then you can either clear it or break it, and it'll release a shit ton of flux into there, and if you do it enough, then a rift will spawn. So I don't think I got really that lucky. There's supposed to be an item that has a crap ton. It's from Project E as well. You know what? This will do. Basically, you can just keep overflowing this, and then you break it, and so, yep, there we go. See, now we have a rift. And there's 2 ways of doing this. Your first way before you unlock Causality Collapser is going to be just letting the rift dissipate, which takes quite a bit, but for the sake of not having to wait currently, I'm going to grab Causality Collapser, which you'll have to make at some point either way, throw it down, throw it at the rift, and boom, you get, oh my god, what did I do there? You would get Void Seeds, and then you can Dice I need to the void. That's either through that or... Jesus Christ, that's laggy. I didn't think I did that bad. And also, I'd say watch out for flex normally. Okay, that's more than I was expecting. Okay, well, see. Boom, delivering to the Eldritch. And that will unlock this tab, which then complete that. Boom. Boom, which actually, that's actually how you unlock the Primal Crusher. You're just going to also still need, Elemental Tools, which is part of the Arcane Fusion tab. Which you need Research Pestle, which is part of Aromancy, and you just progress through it. There's still one more we gotta get. Because, oh, never mind, it's there. The Crimson Right Revolutions. You're going to need the Crimson Rights and the Infusion Stabilization unlocked. Which we already got the Crimson Rights. It's right there. Get Infusion Stabilization. You need to fail at doing a infusion. So let's say you do the Headband of Curiosity Infusion. The way you can fail it, just take one part out, or just take the middle part out while it's infusing, and boom, it'll fail. You got the Stabilizer unlock thing, and then you can just progress through this, and then you'll unlock this. And that's pretty much it for the most part. What the fuck did I... Yeah, that's how bad rifts can get. Oh, I probably should have mentioned as well. The bigger the rift, the higher chance of getting Primal Pearl, which is needed for the Primal Crusher. And also for Void Metal shit, depending. Jesus Christ, what did I do here? I know I threw a lot in, but holy... Maybe if we're lucky enough, we'll see a Primal Node. Or Primal something. Oh my god. Did I do it this bad? Just how much? Oh yeah, and you can use this to see how much flux is in the area. I can't read it because of the load tiles thing. But there's quite a lot. Where's the tech? Oh my god. Well, I deal with this because just test world and stuff. That's basically it for getting the Mind Stone, Primal Crusher, Crimson Renovations. You're mostly just going to be using the book. And also, oh yeah, see, when it says Primal Pearl here, quick note. Does not matter what durability you get it. Could be Primal Node, could be Primal something else, and all that. Does not matter the durability. Durability kind of just doesn't matter at all. You can find that out. And then, pretty much you guys going to be your friend. Crimson Thing, going to need Crimson Banner, all that. That's basically it, though, for the Mind Stone. Adios.